Sometimes the sibling will turn on the younger chick and kill it or shove it out of the nest. It is called the survival of fittest. It may seem very cruel to you, but these are the rules out there that these animals have to live by. And they're there for a reason. We did not create these animals. This is wisdom like you would not believe. So we brought back the peregrine falcon by cheating Mother Nature. This egg is a dummy egg. Somebody actually had the wisdom to make this egg, color it, and it's actually weighted the right way. The reason is we gotta fool Mother Nature. So we have a pair of peregrine falcons in a building, and we want them to produce eggs, but we don't want them to incubate them at their normal rate that they would. So when she lays an egg, we put the dummy egg in place and take the real egg, and in the wisdom of mankind, we know how to chill eggs down to 60 degrees, which actually doesn't kill them, but makes them dormant so they don't start to develop. So when we got a whole tray of eggs, we put them all in an incubator, we all start them at the same time so we can all hatch them out at the same time. And because birds can't count, they can't, we put the chicks back under the hen. She's now got 10, but we artificially feed her all the food she can provide for them. And then we take the chicks when they're old enough and they're starting to learn how to fly and hunt, and we put them in what we call hatch sites in fields out west. And we let them actually behave like normal falcons. And when they start flying, we have them like a tame hack where we can call them in. And then when they become really wild, we send them in different places and release them. We put bands on them. The peregrine falcon now is being delisted in North America because we brought him back. The bald eagle was brought back the same way. If it wasn't for mankind knowing how to manage the bird, and 4,000 years ago having the courage to go and find out how you can tame a bird of prey, we might have been behind the 8 ball. We might have lost species forever. Today, a lot of species are in trouble. Harpy eagles don't breed every year. When we meet the birds, I'll explain a little bit about how they breed. Birds of prey do not produce a lot of young. All the odds in nature are against their survival. Everything is. Even from the time they hatch and fledge on their own, there is always something at them to cause them to die, to perish. There's a reason for this. It's natural. So, I want to ask the kids, what is the secret of flight? Oh, we know this, don't we? What's the secret of flight? Okay, wings. How come an ostrich can't fly? He's sort of got wings.
Because he's too big.
Okay, he's too big, but there are some big birds that fly. What do you think the secret of flight is? What? Go ahead.
You have, the feathers have to support.
Okay, that's a good one. You know, we learned flight from birds. We actually stole a lot of this technology. Actually, you gotta have feathers for flight. What else?
Hollow wings.
Hollow, not hollow wings, but hollow. No? Help them out.
Bones.
Bones, very good. Hollow bones. Now, can I explain something? We do this in a way that everybody can follow. Not all flighted birds have hollow bones. You know, bird skeletons are amazing. Their backs are actually fused. Most of their bones are fused so they don't bend a lot. Because if you're going to fly, you want to be like a kite. Think of a kite. Stiff, okay? Muscles help the bird beat its wings, just like if you were to run. Hollow bones are actually what we call pneumatic bones. Large flighted birds have very large bones with hollow tubes. And that's because, what would happen if I made you all run 50 miles right now? We're all going to go out and we're going to run, we're not going to stop. What would happen? Why do you get tired? Geese go thousands of miles in one night. Why do you get tired?
Because we don't have strength.
Well, what is it that you really, what your body wants? Energy, and what else?
Water.
Water. Everybody says that, water. Wow, everybody's thirsty.
Air.
Air. That's a good one. Think about it. If you don't have air, your brain doesn't get oxygen. If you don't get oxygen, you can't really function. Think about it. Bird's got a brain. He needs oxygen and air. Birds solve this. A bird's respiratory system is the most complex respiratory system of any animal on this planet. It's amazing. Why do you think we took canaries in mines? A long time ago, canaries went in mines with miners because if the air turned bad, the bird would be the first one to tell you by dying before you actually knew that the air was toxic. Okay, so a lot of things don't have smells to them. So their respiratory systems are amazing. Those pneumatic bones help them to more oxygen directly into their bloodstream so their muscles get it and their brains get it. They can do great migratory routes. They also have what we call air sacs in their body, which act like bellows so birds don't overheat when they fly. So you really have to amaze. This is totally amazing stuff. These great big feathers here are called primary feathers or flight feathers. When a bird molts out its feathers, it can't lose them all. It's a sequence. The innermost feather will be lost first. When this one comes in, the other one on this side will be lost. When this one comes in, it goes back and forth, back and forth. It takes 6 months to molt out all your feathers, and most of these birds are already starting and will not end probably till October. It's not easy to be a bird of prey. So we're going to actually, I'm going to put the body parts back because sometimes it upsets the birds. And we're going to start with the owls. I always like my owls. We'll put all our wings and everything back. We don't have upset birds. And we're going to start with that. By the way, one more thing. On an owl's wing, there's a fringe that runs along here. And birds of prey that hunt during the day don't have that fringe. Does anybody know what the fringe is used for?
For like silent.
That's right, silent flight. You know, an owl is like a stealthy bird. He not only listens for that mouse walking around, he can actually hear the heartbeat of a mouse in a log. He actually, when he comes after that mouse with those sharp talons, that mouse is never going to hear this predator coming up behind it. That fringe breaks up the airflow over the wing, so owls have silent flights. You gotta really love these birds. They're amazing. Let me put the wings back so you don't upset anybody. The one to know who did something bad. Okay, so let's see that. Yeah, we don't want to upset. Now, I'm going to start with a wetland species. Okay? And we're going to start with a barred owl. Now, the barred owl is a wetland species. If you walk around the wetlands, especially on a day like this that's cloudy and rainy, a lot of times owls are active. Now, a lot of people think owls can't see during the day. Owls have better sight in the daytime than nighttime because they actually hunt by tuning into sounds. Many species of owls do hunt during the day. The snowy owl does. Now, we're going to take the barred owl out, and she's kind of a rehab bird. She was injured. She was hit by a car. We don't hit birds on purpose, but accidents do happen. So let me take her out. Hello. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you see that? They're all making owl noises now. Okay. Hi, dear. Hello. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? Beautiful bird. You're beautiful. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Now, there's very little bird in here. You know, I hate to tell you that, but that's all feathers. Okay. If you were to see their little body without the feathers, you would be horrified. The feathers actually contour to the body, giving the bird beauty. Okay. So not only are they designed as perfect predators, but they have to look pretty and appealing to the eye, especially the human eye. Now, one of the things you notice is that it has these circle feathers that go across around its face. Those are actually like a satellite dish. Think of it. These are called rictal bristles, and they channel sound into the owl's ears. And I always tell the kids, birds don't have their ears on top of their head like a dog. Their ears are right behind their eye, and they're great big openings. Okay. And at one time when we used to rehab birds of prey, when people saw this in the beginning when they actually had injured birds come in, they thought those were gashes, and they used to sew them up and send the bird off. Wisdom on knowledge, mankind, we're not we learn from our mistakes, and terrible mistakes sometimes. That's right, huh? This is an owl that makes a sound that sounds like, who cooks for you all? It would go, who